well with a tremendous round 6, and again, a fantastic finish. It's Alternate and Mopork who seem to be taking strides at being the team at the top. Bird and Kefri, another bad round, and the standings are shifting, but will the plays shift as well? Nick, round 7 about to begin.
We'll have to ask I hold shift. See if he heads to his spot. I can see Bird in the crowd. It looks like he is coming back to their spot. Remember, Bird and Kefri switched it up last round. They dropped somewhere in the Everfrost region, I think near Cold Mist. It's like that. Oh, actually, no, I think they were in Ice Haven. At least that's where they were when we saw them first taking that fight near the Forge as well. But that's also where they died. So it looks like they are heading back to their spot. But look, there's so many people, I think, joining them. I kind of want to head back down to that unmarked Forge.
You know, and this is what a drop. Dude, Josh just got himself an epic slug rifle, and Danny as well with the, turrets deserve love too. He didn't even have a second ability. Like, at least take it till you swap it out with something.
The disrespect. He's a new engineer. He doesn't know where they came from.
That was extremely, extremely disrespectful.
They did get a buff. They only take 1 second to deploy now, Evan, instead of 3. Now they can be irrelevant faster.
they could be irrelevant and quicker. As Bird and Kefri find themselves in a great spot here to at least have a vantage point. This Autumn Fields drop has become a little bit more contested as the day has gone by, Nick. More and more teams are kind of getting around here, but that's what's kind of cool about this drop, and I see why they go for it. There's a lot of flexibility as to you can make an audible call as to, okay, let's not go barn here. Let's head towards more of the houses that what used to be at a little village. It's not called anything anymore because they added a forge here towards the left, but that little village where Team 14 is, used to be called a place, and that's where the Forge was. So a couple of places to lose.
It's still Autumn Fields, all right? Just because they took the Forge away doesn't mean it loses its identity.
I know, but doesn't it lose? I thought it had a name. And
it was Autumn Fields, and it is Autumn Fields.
It's still, okay. Yeah. All right. I thought that specific area was named something else.
Forge out of Autumn Fields, but you can't take the Autumn Fields out of Autumn Fields.
Yeah, you can't take the Autumn Fields out of Fields.
That's how that goes.
Yeah, I believe you, buddy. And I believe in Shroud and Jatobo as well. This was number 2. We were watching their stream a little bit earlier as they just got going. And the earliest joke they made was that, hey, you know, let's get top 8.
He is so aggressive. Dear God, Shroud jumps straight headlong into battle with his purple AR in hand.
It's not even that. That's not what I'm worried about, Nick. It's the white. It's the common heroic leap. You have a 15-second cooldown essentially on that. So him and Jatobo are risking it all. Firebomb should have come out a little earlier. Now Jatobo risks getting chicken. They need both to be able to make this happen. And Dyrus plays this game a lot more than Shroud. Maybe that's why he ends up taking the trade.
The shielding potion comes back up, as well as just the slug rifle versus the AR there. You got to say firepower is a little bit in favor of Dyrus. And he drops a couple of abilities there to change out. Take some shrouds away from him. Kefri and Bird involved with Mikolo and Gotaga.
Isolated as well, and Bird has to rotate now. Otherwise, Mikolo and Gotaga are going to go for it. And actually, Mikolo dives in, and Kefri trying to blink, misses. And so Bird may be the one isolated here. Mikolo knows where he is. Beautiful shots by Bird, and he makes sure that he eggs him, cleans it up, and now it's just a 1v2. And he might have pulled away.
Forge in time.
Thanks for the chicken trophy. And he uses it. So did he just grab a legendary weapon? I think that's what he opted for. Unless somebody else
I didn't actually see. I think Kefri had the nugget.
I think Kefri took the nugget.
And
you're right.
As you see a Moxie here. Now pushing up on 4 show. And no show. And it looks like it's going to be the latter.
And I like this. I actually really do. I really do like this play here. You know, for 4 show and Moxie. I think Moxie plays this one with the right pacing. XQC and him seem to be doing so much better than they did in the earlier tournament. You got to find out what keyboard he's using.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big part of it, the gear for these gamers.
The gear.
I mean, a gamer's only as good as his gear.
Alternate and Mopork only as good, potentially, as their Forge here. We're not sure what came out, but they do have an epic slug rifle, and that's going to leave Buddha in chance without a lot of chances.
Bold mount. Bold mounting coming out here from Mr. Alternate, putting chance at 1 shot now. Now in the dirt. Buddha, can you clutch it up?
Oh, man.
No. No, he can't. This just in. He was unable to.
No.
It is over.
Back to you. And I think they, you know, that is a very quick story. That's a very quick reporting job. Done and dusted. Dyrus still alive, and Chappie and Jatobo actually here on separate teams. So Shroud and Ninja.
Wait. Jitobo lived?
Jitobo somehow
Holy
lived
crap,
in
he
this situation.
did.
And Ninja has the ability to actually finish off this team, which would be great. Because they are contenders. You know, you want to make sure they take positive points when possible.
That's wild.
40 health.
I mean, Jitobo goes down first. Shroud chases Dyrus down, ends up dying, losing that little 1v1 there, and then Dyrus either died or just forgot about him, or
Yeah.
it looks like, you know, I don't see Dyrus around here, so maybe Ninja and Chappie clean Dyrus up.
Yeah, right at that start, I believe they did. Take it. Oh, my God, he finds the kill, but the fireball
How do you like your eggs, sir?
takes him down as well. Apparently,
Fried or fertilized?
Apparently fried. And, you know, potentially fertilized after about 20 seconds because something will pop out of this thing if he remains in this position for long enough. Incon losing lasses, running the assassin, and decently geared with a legendary breastplate. So he's forged. He's got a legendary blink as well. And that's the sign of a forge. It's the most cost-effective forge for players because you get a piece of armor at a legendary quality and an ability.
Yarp. And now he's just going to post up here. We actually saw a lot of Lone Wolves take up positioning there on the balconies above the Lost Forge and just kind of hang out there. No one's been checking this. People are starting to get like aware of these spots, but no one's going out of their way to check them very often.
You just got to wonder, you know, how does the pacing change? And I was talking to you about this a little bit earlier. I had the privilege of playing with Fox in the Monday one, which was like it was a fake tournament really, but it was still the real process. And it's so different in this lobby. The way that you check corners, the way that you have to play patiently. I think that it's going to hurt, as you can see, players who like aggressiveness like Shroud and Jitobo, where maybe with Bird, he puts more of the wheels on. He takes the wheels off, the training wheels, and slows it down. Shroud picks it up. And those two have dropped hot. And it's just very, very difficult for them to find their footing here in this, I think, a little bit safer lobby.
There it is. A couple of people getting roasted down. Dosups being one of them with a legendary heirloom rifle. Evil Eye as well. Mopart going down notably. One half of the alternate squad. Alternate probably just going to play for his life at this point, as he's put himself very, very closely in third place. He's 1 point behind Bird and Kefri.
Imtashed and Overpowered have had a great couple of runs earlier on, but as the tournament has gone by and time has flown, as well as that beautiful shot from Mad Ruski, they have slowly dropped as far as efficacy towards the late game, but there's still plenty of time, 4 whole rounds to be had.
Potions, boys, my goodness gracious, 8-7.
Yeah, they're fine.
After having just spent one, so they're rolling it. MTash and Overpowered, they got to work their way out eventually. Pretty early game circle, so they're not too worried about the damage, especially with the amount of potions that they've got.
And this is such a luxury, too, because normally you don't have that many potions. I mean, you know, you're in between a rock and a hard place when someone starts shooting at you like that, because you got to take the most efficient route. But they can afford to be a little careless. Knowing some teams are around them, they can wait it out, give those teams a little bit of hesitation, like, wait, did they die?
This is some density here. Shift, Slick, Huster, Camouflage, Only Light, and FaZe all within about a building of each other. We'll have to see who comes out on top. And
oh, man.
whether or not.
I give it to the chest tech. That seems to work all the time.
Gave it up, though. Oh, not when there's a sensor drone in play.
Yeah. And if I'm actually not, does that go through stealth? Does the stealth reveal?
I don't think so.
I guess not, right? Because the Hunter Flare worked the same way and just got adjusted for that. So
right. Like they made a point to say
this
Flare now does.
So that smoke screen is actually going to be very vital in countering the sensor drone. Kefri Bird actually involved in this, and already 2 eliminations to their name. So a much better round, both alive. They spot out Shift. If he gets shot by this, he's most likely going to get dismounted and taken down into chicken form. Bird and Kefri, though, how much do they want to push? What are they willing to give up in order to get something in return?
Oh, man. A lot of teams converging here. It looks like about 5 of them. And that's roughly a quarter of the lobby. About to get pushed into the circle here. Just past Jade Garden. Shift finds a little taxi onto Birdie Doo, and that's a purple slug. Bird has to be careful here. He's starting to take a lot of poke, and I'm not sure how many more armor potions he's got.
I mean, Bird and Kefri are not in a great spot. I mean, Slift and Schick.
Dude, I've been doing it all week.
Schick Quattro.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's because I've seen that commercial so many times. These names are close. Now I'm not the only one, and I feel way better about that.
They are looking clean, though.
Yeah.
You do have to say that.
Oh, man.
Clean shaven and clean with your shots. Schick Quattro. We got a lot of sponsorships lined up. We just need to actually let them get us on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. Moxie getting absolutely obliterated there. I hear a couple of dinks come through. XQC is going to do his best to defend his partner, but Chapo and Viral are bearing down quickly upon them.
A winner of one of the games of rounds 6. The 6 rounds that have already happened. Proximity mine is really good in this situation, Nick, because you get an understanding of are they in this room, and Chapo knows where both are, and he's asking Viral to come and help me out, please. And they find Moxie in the back line. It's XQC versus Chapo. You would expect because the 2v1 is here, that Chapo's going to get the better in, but a nice potion, XQC firing away, putting Chapo under some trouble there. The revolver has to hit, and Viral comes over. We'll never know what happened in that 1v1 as it became a 2v1 and went the way of one of the winners of this 6 rounds that have been played.
Overpowered ends up going down. So
wow.
Ori takes down Alternate. That's pretty rough for them. That is a
20 teams remaining.
First place finish. So that is not good for Alternate and Insom there. They are going to take a fat old hit on the scoreboard there.
Uh-oh.
Shift and Slick down on the low ground. Yohella just jumping away.
And very smart. I don't know if I like the concussion bomb because he doesn't know, has no information on if Satori or a teammate is coming through, but they play aggressive and it pans out for him this time around, Nick. And Satori is low. Yohellian is low. One shot will do it. And the Fog should clean at least that one up.
Shift wants the killing blow here. He's
And
gone
he
into
got
the
it.
Fog to get it. Slick
Yeah.
picks it up.
Oh, very good.
A lot of loot here.
Oh, that was
Worthwhile.
huge.
Worthwhile.
And he gets the potions as well, so you're not even going to take the damage, essentially. Shift's got to mount up, but they'll make it just fine.
That's their first kill. So that's worth noting.
The
Kefri and Bird, I believe, still alive. Looks like, are they Team 31 that's pushing down? They were somewhere involved in that fight. Now that's Chapo and Viral.
They've rotated
Kefri and
southward.
Bird, yeah, they're further away. Team 5 down there on the southern side of the circle. A lot of people still left alive. Man.
I mean, that's what surprised me when they went down. I said 20 teams alive.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's part of the pacing of this tournament. And for those watching at home, you'll start to notice that 7, 8, 9, 10, that is way different than 1, 2, 3, and 4.
We're going to lose half the lobby in this next circle. There's no way.
I'm telling you, but, 12 minutes in and still 34 people left.
Chitobo goes down as well. Not exactly notable at this stage. I mean, he and Shroud, they're pretty far down the leaderboards, so not exactly in the running still, but 2 names that you want to look out for. Pop-off potential is certainly there.
Sony and Cookie Man, though, having a really good performance last round. And Sony, the winner of the last 100K Invitational on Thursday with Overpowered, split up the partnership, but starting to make it work, starting to find the rhythm. Wheels starting to turn with Cookie Man.
Forbidden Swamp. So we're going to have a Forge in play late into the game, and that always adds an interesting element. Players can squeak out some more potions. They can maybe get, that last piece of armor, that ability they've been dying to have all game long. Ninja and Chappie here against Imsom and Ruski. The #1 place team right now. It looks like they're going down here. It's going to be close. Chappie needs one more shot on Insom to find it.
This would be huge, man. If Chappie can find this kill, he doesn't know where Insom is. He doesn't know the ice block. And there it is. He finds it. Chappie. Oh, man. Ninja's got to be screaming in his chair because that was huge. And it puts them in a great spot elim-wise and also takes down the #1 team.
So everyone's going to stay in their own. I mean, Alternate and Mopork are dead. Now they're out of it as well. The #1 team, the #2 team, both out of it. Kefri and Bird, they could look to extend their lead again.
Oh, and Chapo are in a bad spot. And so is Kefri here. Look at the potions. It's 10, and now he's got 6 armor potions, so he's just made his life a lot easier. But Bird, I think, is going to go down. Chickened and in the fog.
Yeah.
Bird, we'll see you later. Kefri, you're on your own again.
No potions for Kefri to wait around for either. Now this gets interesting because before, with both of them alive, they have the potential to frag out and start to build a lead again.
Absolutely.
With this situation, I don't really know. Kefri is going to be hard-pressed. He will make it out if no one shoots him. He's got the resources to make it out, but the part that no one's shooting them clause is starting to look a little shakier.
That is definitely something I'm eyeballing in the contract. I'm like, you sure this is going to happen? Like, that's the thing. Taking a lot of damage. You can see those pots did not get him very far. He has the concussion bomb and the blink, but it will make noise. And look who's holding the ridge. It's Slick and Shift. They're going to clean up Alexi here most likely. And I think if Kefri's smart, he's just trying to find a kill as well.
Ooh, and Slick manages to find the angle on Hay de Gray as well. 2 more kills in the pocket. That makes 3 for Shift and Slick. And we're losing people left and right here. Kefri, number 5,
yeah.
just barely making it in.
And who's 31? I mean, he's right next to a team.
That's viral, I think.
He's right next to a team, and Nuchapa, they see it. They see it. Kefri's going to go down here. I don't see any way he gets out unless this man outplays
Viral's so healthy.
the winners of basically the last round. And he's got the proximity mine. He's going to use it. It's going to take away. And actually, he misses. He goes a little too far.
That angle is it's near impossible. He would have had to been spot on pixel perfect there. Kefri goes for the big outplay. Poppy bomb up in the air. Hits the snipe. But Viral just has so much HP.
I mean,
that it doesn't matter. What an effort.
I mean, Kefri is, you could tell how dangerous he is.
What an effort.
That's what I'm saying. You kill FaZe, you know you got Iron Light there. You kill Bird, you know you got Kefri there. You don't rush that man. He will turn a situation around, no problem. And
God, that sucks to watch. That's 150 health that keeps Viral alive there. If he wasn't full health, basically any other scenario, Kefri actually wins that.
And where was Chapo, right? I mean, Chapo should have been helping with that. He probably just doesn't know who that is.
Chapo's dead.
Oh, was he dead in that?
Yeah, Bird. They fought each other.
That's
Chapo died, Bird died, and they came back together outside of the fog.
All right, so Chapo is down. That's correct. And look at this. Anilite getting taken down in the chicken, but who's going to poach
How do you push in for that, dude?
Who's
I don't
gonna
know,
poach
Viral.
this?
Yeah, he's already gone.
Dude, and Ninja and Chappie slowly climbing up. 12 teams remaining now. Danny and Grego holding it in, but Ninja Chappie, 4 elims. They're almost in the negative here.
This is Danny and Grego's game. I mean, they're in, I believe, 4th-ish place, and they have the potential to make a real run here with every other relevant team either dead
Slick.
or split up. Shift and Slick are they're starting to fall a little bit further out of it here. But 3 kills, they could obviously go big.
Yeah, I mean, 10 players with the ability to be killed. That can do something for your score. We rarely see it happen, but these final circles tend to be a little crazy with 19 players left and 12 teams remaining. So excuse me, not 10 people that could be killed, actually 17 people that are still in this game. That is wild. And we are nearing one of the final circles. Slick and Viral fighting away, and that's 1 kill for them. Yeah. Chappie now rotating in because he knows the fog is about to be moving and is currently 33 seconds from getting to that white circle in the northeast of your screen.
Shift and Slick just outside of the top 10 here. They're 51 behind the leader, so they are going to need a colossal game here. They're going to need to kill. And there are still 16 players left for them to kill.
Bird and Kefri, they took a positive. Took a positive score. And Insom and I believe Ruski took a positive score as well.
You're right, they did.
So, I mean,
it's going to be a swing.
Shrinking.
This is their game to do it. Same thing for Danny and Grego. Like, they have to go big as well. This is their game to jump into the lead. It's theirs for the taking. The frags are on the board as well. Like, it's really about who's going to get aggressive, who's going to take the risks that are going to reap their rewards.
You know what, Nick? I mean, part of it is it's Lady Luck, right? Lady Luck just putting the chicken in front of you, even if you're not in the fight, having the ability to finish something off. Like Cookie Man right there, killing Spaceline as well. Just had the only angle. Koa and Doc are hiding in one of the rooms, as well as Danny and Grego. 16 players left in this circle. Look at how small that's going to be in a second.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, there's not a ton of buildings. There's not a lot of elevation changes. This is just one of those games. I think everyone's starting to play very, very carefully here. It's going to make for a way more exciting endgame, so I'm not complaining there. 5 kills already for Cookie Man and Sony. Cookie Man pushing up, looking for his 5th and 6th.
Cookie Man trying to see if the Cookie Man gets 1 kill, tries to make it out. That's enough for him. Nice concussion bomb as well. He goes for the burst. He's trying to fight his way through danger, but Bonker will clean it up, and that will provide them with a couple. Slick and Shift find Chappie, and so that ends Ninja and Chappie's run as well.
That play to me says, I think I'm going to die soon anyway. I'm going to confirm this killing blow. And I don't know how I feel about that.
He might not have been in death's door.
About it.
Maybe he's also thinking just, if I go outside, I'm exposed, right? Maybe there's so many players alive, Anywhere he steps outside, out of cover, he might have been considering himself dead.
Boyd playing in the local vegetation here in the swamp. He's going to be forced out by the fog. Shift and Slick, 5 kills for them. Really good gear situation here. Putting a hefty tag on Aruna. A headshot with a purple slug is looking north of 1,200 damage.
And this is what I like. I mean, I think Shift and Slick are playing this the right way. They need the high ground now. They're in the best position to win. They've got their duo, aside from Danny and Grego. And Grego finding a kill onto Keva Flash, but now they know they need to start poaching. Grego rotating around, has the crossbow in his hand. Legendary gear outside of the boots, which is epic, so he's definitely in a good spot. Only 3 potions, though, for Danny, and that's what he's going to have to probably play around, the sustain he has in these fights.
Look at this Bonker just trying to stay alive. He eventually falls to the crossbow, but he falls the last of 3 players. A lot of people starting to die, Evan. This could really wind down here in a second.
4 teams left, 7 Smart 7 looking to get into the action. Can he play spoiler again? It seems like so many players are trying to do so, but it's Danny who finds the kill on a runner, and now Slick trying to get one more, and he's going to clean it up most likely. Him and Shift now with 6 eliminations, a -12, taking on with a placing that can't get higher than 3, so they are -9 and climbing. If they get these 2, oh, concussion bomb knocks both. They are in a great spot to take the lead.
Beautiful, but a return concussion bomb will knock them both up. Grego in such a rough spot. Danny and Grego about 10% HP apiece. Look at this. Void could steal both of these away. That would be so detrimental to the scoreboard.
They got to go for it. Oh, and Void grabs one of the chickens, and now this is going to be detrimental. Can Void get the other? No, it's Slick who cleans it up. 7 elims for Slick and Shift, and it's just Void in their way between a Crown Royale.
Wow, wow. It all comes down to this 2v1 here. Void, best case scenario, he's managing to burst one of these players down. It's going to be rough. He barely makes it around the corner. Not even. He's taking some poke damage. Shift and Slick tie it up. Round number 7.